straight from the soul with it. Yeah. So Andre Snelling was on the ESPN LA morning radio show with Keyshawn Johnson and Travis Rogers, and they were talking about possible trades that the Los Angeles Lakers could make this season if they're unable to vastly improve and show by February as the deadline that they are worthy of a playoff spot. So Keyshawn mentioned Damian Lillard and the Lakers giving up Ingram for Lillard, and Keyshawn Johnson was like, well, allegedly Damian Lillard, he doesn't want to be there, and the Blazers pretty much already know what they're going to be. And Travis Rogers quoted Kevin Durant when Kevin Durant stated how the Trailblazers were a third seed playing like an eighth seed. So that is when Andre Snelling responded by saying if the Lakers could trade for Damian Lillard, it would be good because Damian Lillard fits with LeBron James. So that's when Andre explained to Keyshawn how the Blazers are winning right now and how they had the third seed last season, and how the media members may look at it is totally different from how executives and coaches look at it. They're probably looking at it like they're on the pace to host the first round of the playoffs, and they could just start a rebuild in the middle of it, whatever that means. But he doesn't see that happening. So then he spoke about the Lakers possibly having a better chance of getting Anthony Davis, and here's what he had to say. He says, Anthony Davis, if the Pelicans kept losing and it gets to the deadline and they're 10 games under 500 and he, Anthony Davis, started making noise like, you know what, I'm just not coming back, then maybe they're looking at what's the best package we can get and can we get it now as opposed to the off season. And you say, as in the Lakers, you know what we got, Brandon Ingram and whoop-de-whoop to go with it. Maybe that's more interesting. And Travis Rogers says, well, let's hope that happens. And I'm like, yes, brother, I agree with you. Let's not just hope. But you know what? We ain't got to beg. You know why? Because we got LeGM. We ain't got to beg when LeBron is best friends with Adam Silver. Okay? But if you guys would like to hear the full audio, the link is in the description box. But listen, I believe if you want the best chance at defeating the Golden State Warriors, in my opinion, Anthony Davis and Kawhi Leonard, not together. I mean, well, if you can get them together, of course, that's going to give you a far better chance of defeating the Warriors. But the chance of that happening, I don't really see that happening. But if you could at least try to get one of them, it'll give you the best chance based on their two-way elite level play. Damian Lillard to me would just be like another version of him and Kyrie Irving with ISO ball, both of them needing the ball in their hands. And Damian Lillard could play off the ball, but that's in a system. And the Lakers don't have a system with LeBron James. But if you could get Anthony Davis at the deadline, you make that move. No hesitation. Don't even think about it. Like Clay on a catch and shoot, just shoot. Okay. Now, Toronto, I think they will eventually start losing. The Pelicans will be fighting for a playoff spot just like the Lakers. So if you're Anthony Davis, you're not going to win a championship with the Pelicans, bruh. Just listen to the name, bruh. Pelicans. Nobody respects a Pelican. Okay? Nobody. And I think the only young player that is worth keeping, and I don't know if I'm going to get some flack for that, but the only player that's worth keeping right now, in my opinion, and just having a rotation is Josh Hart. Because thus far, he has shown that he is hungry. He's shown that he's consistent. He's passionate. He's appreciative. And every minute Luke Walton has given him, he's taking advantage of the opportunity. He ain't never say, I ain't coming off the bench. He ain't never say nothing like that. You ain't never see Cool say that. And they are willing to earn it. Brandon Ingram. I think he's too passive when he's around LeBron because of who LeBron is. When I look at him, I don't see that dog in him. He looks quiet, but kind of goofy. And I know y'all keep talking about upside and potential and mentioning Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. Listen, I feel the same way. Well, I felt the same way before the season started. But after seeing how LeBron is playing, then his team is like it's totally different because Kawhi was in a system. Like it's totally different from the Kawhi and the Paul George situation. Kawhi Leonard was in a system and didn't have a dominant player like LeBron where he could develop, you know. And then you had Paul George who had the opportunity to develop because he didn't really have no stars around him. So unless Ingram explode and have a monster 45-point game or 49-point game or something special, then like, no, it's not the same. I think Magic wants him to be a superstar, that second star to LeBron, but I just don't think that he's putting in that overtime, putting in that work. Based on what I see, he seems too content to me. Lonzo, I think his defense has been amazing, but I'm just not sold on none of these guys. And I'm going to just be honest, this new generation of talent, all these players, I just think none of them got it to me. None of them. I just think it's just a bunch of average players all throughout the NBA that's being drafted now. And I think a lot of them are content. You know, I 100% agree with Kevin Durant. I just don't think we will see his level of play or the caliber of a Kobe or Kevin Durant. No more of those type of players in the NBA. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, all these great players that you see now, I don't think that you're going to see any more towards the future. And the reason I say that, because the big contracts they're getting, tons of more exposure, and they really don't have the work ethic and they don't work hard. So I think, I don't know, I just think the Lakers should trade for a player who is young, like Kawhi Leonard or Anthony Davis, that you could win now. And later, once LeBron James, rises into the sunset or whatever he does, go back to Cleveland, whatever he does, I think that you'll have somebody later that you could rely on, like an Anthony Davis. You'll have another star. But if they had to trade for Anthony Davis, Western Conference Finals, easy. Easy. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Get in that comment box, like, share, subscribe. I'm out. Okay.